Welcome, Geeks and Garters, to episode 12.
Fun fact, episode 12 is our bat mitzvah 12.
We've fully become...
Women. You become a lady at 12. Ugh. Well, that didn't go as well. That didn't go the way I wanted it to. Well, moving forward.
As per usual. So we are here, episode 12.
I can't believe we've made it.
Yeah,
well,
we've made it.
But it's been awesome.
Yeah.
It's been easy. It's been fun.
I concur. Now, I have a couple of shout-outs. I don't know if you had some. I
do have one because of us talking about Buffy and getting back into watching that. I deep dove over the weekend and just pretty much was all things Sarah Michelle Gellar and found out that she actually had created a baking company, and it's like organic baking,
which I think is adorable.
Yeah, for like, 'cause she was baking with her kids, so it's like organic baking, and it's called Food Stirs. And I went ahead and ordered their stuff online, and then after it was like, congratulations, your shit's in the mail. I was like, yay. I also found out it's like, we might actually sell something local. And sure as shit, I went out and found out that it was actually locally in Sprouts. It says Fry's, but I haven't found one there, but I found them in Sprouts. They're just organic baking that you crack an egg in it, put some butter in, and you can have chocolate chip cookies like instantly. And they're fucking amazing. So I would recommend definitely trying to go and find those. Support Buffy.
What is it called?
Food Stirs is the brand.
Is it STIRRS or just STIR?
Like Food Stir. Like
okay.
STIRS. Food Stir. Like food and then you stir a pot.
Got it. Perfect. And I love cookies.
Yeah, they're really
Speaking of cookies, we just went to So Delicious.
Yes, we did.
And the kids at So Delicious wanted me to shout out to them. I never told them my podcast, but I told you I would do a shout out. So shout out to you guys, So Delicious, making my Boy Scout root beer with toasted marshmallow.
Oh, yum. It's really good. I took a couple sips of it. It was
yes. Yummy. I almost got her to get a Code Red Mountain Dew, but she was
no, I'm not ready for that yet. And I want just Code Red and Taco Bell.
Got it.
We have to record that. I don't think I could have Code Red mixed with anything else. I
feel like if we were getting Code Red and Mountain Dew, we need to eat it on the show and just be like, it's all over our face.
I mean, that's how we eat anyway.
I know.
But I'm just saying, like,
But they don't know that.
No, well, now they do. That we're fucking horrible slobs. But yeah, so I think with the Code Red, it has to be just like pure Code Red.
Yeah. Pure insanity and sugar.
No, I don't even know if it's going to taste how I remember.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
No, I was like, it's got no brain. I don't remember.
What?
Because it goes insane and I got no brain. Whatever.
I'll have to listen to it.
A lot of stuff has happened between the last time we chit-chatted.
I actually heard you went on a date.
No, I did actually. And it was fantastic.
Let's hear it.
Well, I wore my best wig.
What color?
Blonde. I bought a new one. It was fun. It was blonde. I decided to wear
Your Buffy
that.
one?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's my Buffy one. So I decided to wear that to look super cute. Wore like good smells. Wore a cute little dress. And then I got picked up in a fucking Mustang. Which
sexy.
Was amazing.
What color was it?
Like a slate gray. And then you like
super hot.
You like slide into it, and like the seat was a little bit back, right? So you kind of you sit there and you just feel super sexy. It was I even shaved my legs. It was amazing.
Main thing with Mustangs, was it manual or automatic?
It was manual.
Oh.
So I almost wanted to just like strip the panties off before I got in.
You put the panties off and put them around
around the fucking mirror? Or the shifter?
Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking, down. You totally do it on the mirror, too. That's fine.
So, yeah, the Mustang, the ride was awesome. We got to where we needed to go. They sped a little, which was fantastic. We
Made it on
time. We went to go see a movie. And we even, like, packed little snacks to, like, sneak in. So it was really fun. The best part about this sexy date is it was with you.
I'm such a man.
Yeah. So So we actually, over the last week, we decided to do a midweek date. We went to go see Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
Because I wanted to see it. My husband wasn't interested in going. So we decided we would go see it, which picked me up in the Stang, which was fun. And yeah, no shame, we fucking snuck in stuff. We snuck in healthy popcorn.
Yeah, we snuck in healthier popcorn.
We planned on going all out, but I was like, nah, man, I gotta try to be a little healthier. So what did we fucking sneak in? Healthy popcorn, fucking apple chips, and
strawberry
chocolate,
banana chips
and chocolate. Fucking Reese's.
But the
healthy
versions of chocolate peanut butter.
We did
cups. One was dark chocolate.
Oh no, get this fucking bitch. So we get there and we have all this stuff. We're trying to stuff it in our bags.
Oh yeah, I was even gonna bring a bigger bag. I'm such an idiot.
No, not even that. So we walk in there and she's like, "Oh my god, do you want a drink?" And this has been an ongoing thing for us for the last couple of days. Is every time we go out somewhere to eat, she always asks me, "Do you want chips? Do you want something to drink?" And I'm always like, "Nah, man, I'm good. Because I don't need it, but I'm also trying not to be rude. But then she just fucking buys it anyway. And I'm like, well, then just buy me what I need and don't ask. It's like a date. She's asking me, well, do you want to drink? You just go, oh, no, get her something. Get her a drink. So I keep joking with you, just buy me what I need. Just do it. So
am I just your sugar daddy?
Oh my god. It's just, I don't know why you even ask and you buy it anyway. It's hilarious. So
pretty much.
So we get there and she's buying me a drink, but not only, because I'm like, okay, fine, make it a small. Oh, it's only 50 cents more. Okay, make it a medium. We're at my house.
Wait. We have to preface that, one, Steve has my loyalty cups. You had loyalty cups.
I have 2 loyalty cups.
But they were dirty.
And they were at my house and they were fine. And I would have rinsed them out. It was fine.
I didn't want to be late because we were really close.
Quote, I said, "Do you want to use my loyalty cups?" And she's like, "No." We get there and she fucking buys another loyalty cup.
No, just 2 of them. Where did they go anyway?
She bought 2 loyalty cups.
Did I give them to you?
I don't know. She bought 2 loyalty cups. So now we have 4 loyalty. So she's not even using, you're supposed to bring them back and get a refill for $1.50. She just keeps buying loyalty cups for $7.50.
They're $6.50.
Whatever. So still, it's you're defeating the whole purpose of the loyalty cup because you keep going back and buying another loyalty cup.
I forgot.
Which was hilarious. So
especially because we were bickering like a couple.
Yeah. I'm like, why the fuck? You're like, whatever, shut up.
It's only 50 cents more. Just get a loyalty cup.
So she got the fucking loyalty cup again. Now we have 4 loyalty cups. So if anyone needs a loyalty cup, just hit us up. We'll let you borrow. It's fine. But don't clone us from it. Just FYI. Anyway, so we get in there. Yeah. The movie was fucking funny.
It was adorable, and I absolutely loved it. Actually, I loved it so much, I made Steve watch it with me the next night.
Oh my god.
But on Cody, and it was all fucking messed up. Yeah. And I'm like, this is a funny part, and their faces are all distorted.
Well, I had a lot of fun. It was definitely what I expected. I thought it was really fun. But the funniest fucking part of this movie was there was this lady up front, and we're laughing our ass off because this girl had, I can't even describe the laugh that she had, but it was the quintessential perfect fucking laugh. It was so loud. It's not like cackly shriek, but it was so loud and just so unique that I think pretty much everybody was laughing.
The girls in front of us were laughing
We're laughing because she was laughing.
Yeah.
Not at her, but it was just such an infectious laugh. So we're freaking laughing and Jenna's losing her mind and I just lean over. I'm like, that's you. That's that. We've gone through the time portal, and in front of us is you. That's you.
She had a cute old man with a wolf shirt on.
He did. Oh yes, the wolf pack. So I don't know if it was her husband. God, I hope it was. But we ended up passing them when we were leaving because we were talking about her laugh, which was fucking highlight of the night. And he walked by, and it was a quick walk by, so we couldn't quite see what was on his shirt. But I was like. I slapping Jenna. I was like, whoa, is he wearing a wolf shirt? I'm like, he better be fucking wearing a wolf pack shirt, man. It was...
But it was tie-dyed. It was one of those tie-dyed...
Dark blue tie-dyed picture of a wolf howling at the moon. The stuff you get... How do I explain this? So
the stuff back you get
home,
at Walmart.
No, so back home...
At the gas stations.
We have a shitty mall called the Arnott Mall. And towards the end, in this one back corner, there's a place called Rainbow's End. And that's where you go to buy your tie-dye, your incense, like all this stuff. And it's like the incense with the incense boats and the little dragon figurines and like all mystical and shit. That's where you buy that shirt. That's the shirt amazing. I'm going to have when I live in Sedona. It's like, and I make wind chimes for a living. Like, that's my shirt. So we saw Wolfpack and his...
Can we live together?
Yes, we can.
I'm going to be making my tinctures.
So you'll tincture, I'll do wind chimes. Mark will start, like, stacking stones, because he's really good at it.
That's actually really awesome.
Yeah, we can make a meditation garden. It'd be great. We'll have rosemary and stuff.
And
love lots of cats. I don't know why, but outside cats. So they're a little dusty. You know what I mean? She knows exactly what I mean. So you gotta pet them and they're a little dusty. So
I want a white one.
Oh
I want a white one.
So he's kind of gray. He's kind of gray and a little dirty. Or he like lays in the ground and he gets up and you just see the one half of him is like red rock. Yeah, so anyway, so that was a highlight of the night. Another highlight of the night is this movie was a comedy. And we're sitting there, I mean, we fucking pounded our snacks.
Yeah.
Like, we went through it quick.
I ate the apple chips and everything right away. And then I ate half of the big, huge quart, like, what was it, a gallon?
Dude, we
it was a gallon bag.
Of, like, nearly naked popcorn. Fucking to the brim. And then she's hitting me in the middle of the movie. She's like, bah! And I'm like, fuck. Because we also had the chocolate. So she's like, dude, give me my chocolate. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, I guess we're doing this now. So I hand her the chocolate.
Well, for the first packet, I was fine with. The first packet I opened, everything was fine.
It was during the fish scene, wasn't it?
It was
after the fish scene.
No!
It was the one scene.
No, it was the scene, I think, that she was breaking up with her man.
No, she wasn't breaking up. It was the scene after the fish, and she was telling her that she had been, spoiler alert, that he was having an affair on the beach.
Really?
Yes, dude.
I thought it was later.
You probably don't remember because you were you went into a fit. You went into a giggle fit. So she's hitting me for this.
Because I felt like I was going to pee my pants while I was sitting there laughing.
So context, so she's hitting me for this chocolate, like hitting me up, and I was like, hey girl, you thirsty? Anyway, so I give her a chocolate, and right when the comedic movie goes into an extremely emotional scene,
everybody's quiet, by the way.
It goes quiet, but as it's going quiet, she's sitting next to me, just fast. And it doesn't go very long. I think, like, once it goes quiet, you, like, realize what's happening. So it's, like, maybe a second too late of, like, wrestling, and she didn't get it open. And then she just kind of starts giggle fitting and covering your face. I'm covering my face like we're sobbing. People probably thought we were sobbing.
I sounded like I was crying.
Full body sob, crying, and or sounding like maybe we're about to throw
up. I
up.
saw in the corner of my eye, the lady, but above, like...
She turned to look.
I'm pretty sure she did. And I was like, oh, fuck, man, like...
Thought we were, like, really, really emotional. Because she got stuck, which happens a lot. Like, when you go to a movie, you're wanting to get into your popcorn, but if it's, like, a quiet movie, like, when I saw A Quiet Place... You couldn't fucking eat your popcorn or open anything. Because it always, right when that moment, it's like... Fuck, like you can't do anything. Cause
you're that asshole.
Yeah, someone's gonna look over at you and go, shh, like the big like shush thing. So that was fucking. Shushers. It was hilarious. It was so fucking funny. So I love the movie.
That whole night was amazing.
That was really fun. But for me, the top two was that girl's fucking cackle and you trying to open wrappers in the middle of like emotional
super dramatic scenes. Oh my god, it was super embarrassing.
Oh.
So on that note, we were discussing what are awesome things that you can do or have. No, that wasn't it.
We were talking about, we wanted to talk about, because we were joking about the panty dropping, because after the movie, we were talking about it.
How would we know we would get a panty dropping moment if we went on a date?
How is that even, like, panty drop even a thing, though? Like, whoa, panties drop. Like, and
well, that's what I'm saying. So if the guy,
if
the guy drove up and he's in a super slick car and it's clean, panty drop. If he comes to the door,
do you just like drop trow and you're like, nope, I don't need these tonight, and you just like throw them off?
No, I feel like this is how I would roll. I would wear 10 pairs of panties
to get closer to the goal.
Yeah. So nice car. Panty drop. Here you go. Now he thinks I fucking am pantyless. But I'm not. So then I'm going to be like, oh, he came to the door. Panty drop. He's like, where the fuck did that come from?
We need to make like a skit And it's like doing that where it's like, and I feel like every time that the girl takes the panties off, like they're probably ridiculous panties, but you're literally like, you don't break eye contact. You stare at the guy and you're like, you deserve this. And you just keep handing him like bundles of panties. But yeah, so yeah, it would be like, like things like checking the list of things like, hey, this is a good date, panty dropping date. Like the guy having a nice car, yeah, it was impressive. You fucking impressed me. It was like, oh, it's a Stang. Like, I want to ride in that. That's amazing. Nice car, good smelling dude.
Yep. We were talking about cologne. It's definitely a huge... Don't wear Curve from Walgreens. Wear something a little bit more expensive, guys. We actually have... What is it? Something about the nose or sense of smell is one of the top sensory whatever for women.
And I do believe that, because it's like when I met my husband, he wore a certain scent. He also... Okay, granted, he used to smoke. He doesn't anymore. But he used to smoke, and he also wore... I think at the time he was wearing a lot of leather jackets at that time.
I feel like you keep talking about this, he's going to start doing that.
No, he knows about my obsession. But the thing is, it's like that smell or that combination of smells reminds me of when we first were dating. So I totally get like having that sensation or that sense being overwhelmed like that. I totally get it.
It triggers memories.
Yeah. And we've been together for almost 12 years or so. So it's like now that he has the cologne, it does take me back when he does wear it, but now I'm like, I'm confused if I don't know where guys actually buy cologne. So we were talking about it earlier today where it's like, I want to go out and try to see what other smells are there. Because sometimes you'll be working out in the gym or some guy will walk by and you're like, oh, wow, he smells really nice. But I don't want to be a creeper and go, hey, man, where did you get your stink? Like,
actually, if you actually said it that way, I'm sure they probably would super laugh, but don't do it in the gym.
No.
Because then they'd probably be like, well, I just made it.
Yeah.
Wafting.
Ew, gross. I'm glad we're not on a webcam right now.
Soon we will be, and they would just see that I was wafting my ball sack.
Yeah, her phantom ball sack. Hashtag phantom ball sack.
Oh my god, I feel like we're on Eliza. Speaking of Eliza Schlesinger, I got tickets. Do you want to go?
You have tickets? When?
It's New Year's. New Year's Eve.
Maybe. I have someone's trying to schedule a wedding, but it might be the 30th and not the 31st.
Perfect. 31st, 10 p.m. Come with me.
It's a Monday.
It's $35.
That'd be fun. If I'm not if everything stays where it's at, I could do that. It's a Monday.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh, lame. It's a Monday, but still, that's fine.
I know, but I want to sit there and laugh because I feel like if she does, she'll probably do something because it's New Year's.
Yeah.
And if she starts at 10 p.m., there has to be something for New Year's. Yeah, and if not, like, I'm thinking it right now, and if we get there and it's not a New Year's anything, like she just does her skit and she like gets off the stage, I literally will say something. What the fuck was that?
Happy fucking New Year.
Screw that.
Oh my god.
I love Eliza. But speaking of Eliza, she always does the hashtags down at the bottom. I don't know if you watched the Netflix one that I showed you.
I haven't seen the new one. I saw the other one.
Okay, so when she's talking though, you see like the little hashtag at the bottom.
That's what it reminds
you
of.
Now I just remember like hashtag phantom ball sack, and I'm totally using that because that is, it's mine.
If we digress.
Gentleman and a scholar.
So back to
phantom ball sack. So gentleman and a scholar.
So back to like the cologne and like checking the box for a good date, good smelling cologne, nice clothes. Like the guy looks like he's gave a shit and he's like wearing nice clothes. And then what she was saying was gentleman scholar is essentially like a guy who opens doors.
Yeah.
Like every time my husband...
Chivalry is not dead. Yeah. We still like that.
Every time, I'm not even going to... I'll be totally honest with you guys. So we'll go to Zia Records and Mark will come over and he'll open my door and I'll look at him like, you want some tonight, don't you? Like I was like, ooh. I always... Every time he opens my door, I go, ooh, fancy. Like... Every time, because it doesn't happen.
Sure it makes him feel better too.
Yeah, but he takes the time. He goes out. He like opens the door. I go, ooh, fancy, and I like get in it. And
my favorite is it's at Zia Records.
Yeah, it's like Zia, or like we go to Walgreens. I don't know, whatever it is. But he'll open the door and I go, ooh, every time, ooh, fancy, and I sit in and I get all girly and I put my hands on my knee. I'm like, thanks, and then he gets in the car. But I can't sit there and say that it doesn't feel nice when he opens the door and I'm like, oh my god. For me, I'm a lady, and then I'll sit down. But yeah, I always enjoy it every time. I was like,
me
oh
too.
My god.
I think it's awesome.
But yeah, especially when we plan date nights, he will open the door.
That is awesome.
No, I mean, like, we don't do it all the time, because then I'd be like, get the fuck out of my way, let me sit. But every time it's a date night, like, the door opens, I go, oh, you mean business? Like, this is official. It's a date.
You need business.
After 12 years, like, he opens the door, I'm like, oh shit, this is a date. It's fun.
This is gonna happen.
Yeah, that's fun. So, our weekday date night was exactly what I needed, because it was like a stressful week, so I'm glad we went out and had fun. And then when we hit the weekend, I had been fucking... You might have seen it on Instagram, but I had been planning for like a week and a half.
Super excited because she started playing Fortnite. This is Fortnite talk here.
I talked about it on the last time we were here.
Yes.
So I had been planning this for fucking 2 weeks. So essentially, life's been stressful and I wanted to tap out and not adult for a while. So I was watching Community and they were making like an epic fort, and Mark and I dabble in forts, and I just decided that I wanted it. My husband likes to engineer some stuff, so I was like, babe, I want this. And he's like, done. So we ended up for 2 weeks. We even did a test run. 2 weeks to set up how we were going to build this fort. It was going to last all weekend, what we needed, what had like must-haves, and all the stuff that we needed for the fort in order to just say, fuck y'all in the world, and just fucking sit in a fort for a weekend. And we did that last weekend, and it was amazing.
It looked amazing.
Oh, we don't fucking mess around. So
how did you get that? So what is the wire that you're using that holds it up?
So Mark actually ended up purchasing the supplies. So we ended up getting like the industrial like plastic cord, like the yellow rope. So we did yellow rope. We did the command thing, like the heavy duty command strips that you couldn't put on the wall. And we kind of like crisscross applesauce cat's cradled the wire or the rope. So the rope was kind of like you know how you cat cradle with like the little, it was like that. We cat cradled that, so it was
all the way down.
No, it was just like a big X and then like a square with an X inside of it, kind of.
Yep.
So we ended up making that so our fort was completely suspended. So we didn't have it hanging off anything. We do blanket fort, no pillow fort. Sorry, guys. But so we suspended it. I told him I needed to have light because last time we didn't have light in there. So we ended up doing Christmas lights. I had enough to just kind of go once, which for symmetrical purposes bothered me, but as far as light goes, it was enough to read and dark enough to chill, which was perfect. So we had that. We ended up buying some cheap blankets at Walmart, got king size, couple queens. We split it so you have to crawl in it because you can't stand in a fort, you gotta crawl in a fort. So we had it so you can crawl. We had the other side covered, but we can open the door for the dogs. We took mattresses off, like the futon. We put cushions.
Indy's sleeping.
Oh my god,
he's so cute.
We took cushions off the couch, so when you walked in or when you crawled into the fort, the whole floor was covered in pillows, so it was soft, which was what I wanted. I was like, yes. So we did all that, and we actually, our fort weekend started with, because we made this a part of it, was going out and buying all the fucking snacks that you need to be in a fort. So our night, Friday night, I left work early, not even ashamed. I told everyone I was working with, it was on the calendar, like, Bridget unavailable after 3. And they're like, oh, why? Why are you unavailable? Are you doing a shoot? I'm like, no, I'm going home and building a fort. Like, that's why I'm leaving early. I'm the manager, by the way, guys. Just letting you know. Fucking manager, fort builder, boss. Boss lady. So.
Like a boss.
I know. Like a boss. I'm clocking out early. Go home and build a fucking fort. And that's what we did. So we went to Walmart and got all of our snacks. That was part of the experience of like what we wanted. And then went home, built the fort, and fucking ordered pizza. And I had like beer, so pizza and beer, and we had
that sounds amazing.
Movies that we wanted to watch, video games we wanted to play, stuff like that. So the thing I was asking a lot of people throughout the week was, what are some of their top things that they feel were movies that had to be watched, video games to be played, or snacks to be had in the fort. So I'm curious, for you, if you were building a fort, either now or back when you were a kid, what are some of the things that you would have had to have, necessity-wise, like in your fort?
Cheetos.
I had fucking Cheetos.
I don't know why, but it's just one of those things that you need is Cheetos. Cheetos, I think Sprite.
Okay. Good. That's a good call. Good call.
Because then you feel like a little bit healthier because it's a lighter soda.
Because it's clear soda.
But no, you definitely need to cover the chocolate and maybe if you have like a Laffy Taffy type thing or like Twizzlers. Yeah. So I would do peanut butter M&Ms. Mm-hmm. Everybody always says peanut. But I like peanut butter M&Ms because I like to squish them and all the peanut butter comes out.
I like the peanut M&Ms because the peanut butter ones, I miss the crunch. For me personally.
Yeah. They do have a little bit of crunch, but the thing is I squish it.
Yeah.
But now that I'm saying that and I pretend to squish it, it almost reminds me... I'm not even going to say it. Never mind.
Pimple?
So, no, I was thinking of a cockroach.
Oh.
I just ruined everything. So really quickly going...
Okay.
I can't wait to hear what that sounds like. We haven't done that for a while. That actually sounded pretty good.
Yeah. We were right there. We do that every once in a while, guys. Sometimes we just go into like a dry heaving thing in public. In public. At public places. And not just about like things that are disgusting. Sometimes we'll do it for no reason. Like, oh, someone's wearing a weird outfit. And then, I don't know why. You started it.
The pimple popper.
Yeah, I refused to watch it.
No, so
you sent me something, and I saw that it was like on Instagram. It was like something Dr. Pimple Popper, and I'm like,
it was her account.
Yeah, I think I didn't see the picture.
Did you know? She's super cute. She's a little Asian lady.
I know that, but like I just saw the name, and I refused to even open it.
So I can get through some of them if they're tiny. When it gets
I saw the things are the big ones, and I can't.
I cannot get through them. If anybody can get through a pimple popper without dry heaving or actually throwing up, please let us know.
We will interview you.
I would love to see how you do it. You must have an ironclad stomach.
We'll sit with like a journal and just like
can we watch you observe? Can we just observe you?
Oh my God. Whoa, where were we? Okay, back to
Fortnite.
Yeah, let's get away from cockroaches.
Oh, cool. I have preparation H on there. So, back off of pimples.
Why?
Preparation. You have to prepare.
You make the weirdest notes. Okay, yeah, so preparation H. Preparation H means AKA going shopping for snacks. This is how her brain works, people.
Brain's gotta poop.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So... yeah, so we ended up doing Cheetos, Doritos. I had popcorn. I had peanut M&Ms to pair together.
But you put that into the popcorn.
To watch movies. Mark got cookies. We ended up getting my main
Chips
thing,
Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy Chewy.
Yep. Okay.
So I ended up wanting to get pizza and I wanted beer because that was like because I had been saving.
What kind of beer?
I ended up doing. Mark got like a shock top one. I have a stout Guinness and then I got 2 ciders. I tried those. So, but here's the fucking hilarious thing. So I've been saving all week, which is why we were trying to be good for the movie theater.
Yes.
I was saving up all week to like just have an amazing night. I ate so much, I went into a food coma and passed out at like 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock at night, I was passed out in my fort. Just like done.
That's actually amazing. Were you sleeping with pups though?
Yeah, the dog slept with us and we slept in the living room for like 2 days. Because I didn't want to sleep like that and then go to work on Monday. But... so, and I was fucking hurting because we had done a real strong like weightlifting session. So when I woke up the next day, I'm like, why does it hurt so bad? And I was like, is it the fort? Did I do something wrong? And I was like, oh no, I'm just broken. That's what it was. But so yeah, it was amazing. It was so much fun. We had all the snacks. I had a food coma, which was fantastic. Once it was up, we named it Blanketsburg. And I put it on Instagram for those who saw my epic fucking fort, Blanketsburg, which was amazing. Another funny thing that we were talking about, because I was texting you a couple days ago that I was getting further along in Harry Potter. Yes. So anyone who's wondering, I don't know what we should call this. I should feel like we should call it like Harry Potter Watch, like how far Bridget's gotten in the book. So those tuning in, now, officially in the book, I am on the fucking train on my way to Hogwarts. Like, I just got on the train and sat down.
I like how you're making it sound like you're the one that's traveling to Hogwarts.
I am traveling.
Because I do the same thing.
Yeah, I sat down. I'm fucking the Potter. I'm Potter. So I'm sitting down and just met the Weasley.
Mm-hmm.
Ron. And I just met Ron. So that's as far as I got.
The Weasley.
The Weasley. One of the Weasleys. So I just sat down with him. So listen to this. This is also why Mark's my freaking soulmate team member for life. So he not feeling too hot after our pizza shenanigans in the fort. He not feeling too good, right? So he's like, hey man, I gotta take a break. I'm gonna step out of the fort for a while. And I was like, all right, cool. So I'm like, I didn't even tell him. He knew I wanted to read the book, so I had it in the fort. And I'm like reading the book, and he's been gone for like 10, 20 minutes. So he's like playing on the computer or whatever else. We're not even in the same room. I crack the book open. I'm reading for about like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes in. And all of a sudden, I start hearing the Harry Potter music. Like the first one, the little chimes. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is weird. And I look up, and his phone's connected to the TV. So he starts playing the soundtrack from a different room, doesn't even know that I'm reading the book. But I'm like, literally 2 minutes in, I hear the music, and I'm like, what fucking magic is happening right now? And I can't tell you how amazing it was to just like, for that to just happen and not know it was going to happen. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. And I look up and I see it's that, and I see that he cast it. I'm like, oh my god, he doesn't even know I'm reading the book right now. I'm like, this is so fucking awesome. So I'm like in my fort, like painting the picture in my fort, crack the book open. I have Christmas,
adorable.
I have Christmas lights, and then all of a sudden the Harry Potter like #1 music starts playing, and I'm like, what?
Mark's romantic as shit.
Oh, he didn't even know. He didn't even fucking know. And I'm just like, what? And I look over, and he walks by. I see him through like the door of the pillow, the sheet door, and he like, leans in smiling. I was like, you motherfucker. Like, you're so good. But it was amazing. Like, it was so much fun. So much fun.
That is awesome.
That was night one. That was night one. Night two, we as far as movie goes, we watched kind of obscure. It was DuckTales. And it was
That's a weird one.
It was DuckTales, and it was the movie where they get the genie in the lamp. And he's like with the kids.
Why does this sound familiar?
Right? See, because he started it, and I was like, I've never seen this before. And I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, this seems familiar. Because the genie's in there, he's kind of goofy. He has a master that has a big green necklace, and he turns into like an owl and shit. And he lives forever, and he's trying to get the genie, and the kids are asking for an elephant, like all these wishes. It was interesting. I think I fell asleep.
The Sword in the Stone is another one that I loved.
Solid choice.
The cartoon version, though.
Yes. I love that. No, so we watched that, and then the next night, I don't know what we watched the next night. I think we just watched a lot of YouTube stuff. Oh, we did see the Ashara. Did you watch the one? The Ashara World of Warcraft one?
Where she goes underwater? Yeah.
It was sick. I think
they did different... Yep, my brain stopped. Did you like some? Graphics. That's the word. They did a different, like...
illustration.
Yes. Those fancy words that you just said.
I was excited to see that one because it had the old god in it, and that old god we haven't seen yet because he's...
Is that the one that's the fish?
He's the fish.
Yeah.
So he's all the ice. We haven't seen him in game. He's underwater. We know he's in the water. So we haven't seen that old god yet. But I'm also realizing when you're playing through, like with the World of Warcraft stuff, the Alliance and the Horde stories are so drastically different.
Yeah.
Which
I was
really
just talking
liked.
to you too, because I was listening to Slaying Demons, which is that other podcast that I was listening to.
Yeah.
And they were talking about World of Warcraft and how you're for so many times, for the Horde or for the Alliance. And now a lot of individuals who are on the Horde side were like, oh, fuck, like that was our fault for half of the things that are happening right now.
Hashtag not my war chief.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but then they were also going to the extent of how it's connected to almost the things that are going on here in the U.S.
Yeah.
And so it was just like listening to the podcast, I was like, oh, this is totally like up my alley. But I mean, I don't know, thoughts, how do you feel with what's going on in World of Warcraft right now?
Versus
emotionally
the real world?
Well, I mean, the real world, obviously, like you and I are really good with like disconnecting from the real world and playing and knowing that it's a video game. They were talking about how people don't disconnect. And then that's like their world, and then that's why they were having issues. Well, and they're threatening people, and they're upset because now a lot of them are moving to Alliance. And
have you ever? So I would watch Taliesin. I think his name is. Him and his wife do a YouTube channel, and he always talks about the forums being a shit show whenever they do any patches or anything. Like, oh, and the community was fantastic, and they were heartwarming, and they were so nice to the programmers. No, it was a shit show, obviously. And then they go on, like, people just going, they fucked up World of Warcraft. Like, I'm unsubscribing. So people get crazy with it, and they always have been.
Yep.
But with the Horde versus Alliance, as far as, like, going through the story, I think the Horde story's interesting. My favorite one is Bwonsamdi, the Loa, Death Loa. He's my favorite character, and someone better cosplay as him this year at BlizzCon. I'm sure someone will. But as far as like the Alliance side, it seems like it's definitely more kind of Jaina oriented and more about her family. And if you look at it, the Horde has no idea that Ashara fucking showed up in the Alliance side. They have no idea that that's even a thing. We're dealing with the old god itself, because that's what they're breaking seals. That's what they're releasing is the old god. Well, technically, the seals that they're breaking, that old god, how do they say his name? Gahun? He's actually not an old god. Like, the Titans were doing experiments on old gods and made it. So it's kind of interesting. So you have all this shit going on that side and all this other stuff going on the Alliance side. And I do like how they're actually not... They probably will converge together, but I like how they're so drastically different that you're playing a completely different game depending on what side that you're on.
Yep.
So I don't have an Alliance character that high. I do want to level and get one and go through that. As far as like Horde goes, like I'm excited, but at the same time, there's parts of that story that are kind of boring to me versus the parts like I would want to know more and have something more in depth like the Alliance are getting, and probably vice versa is my guess is that people are experiencing it.
Yeah. But are you thinking more so that you're wanting to experience that Alliance side because you've played more Horde normally?
I've always played Horde. My Alliance, my top like Alliance, I did a level up boost for 100, but I never played her. As far as like going through the Alliance zones, it was I had one character, had her Alliance, and then switched her to Horde. And then my other one's like 37. But I think for me, it's like I want to be involved and excited about the Zandalaris and their story. And I know there's probably more lore behind the king because we've heard about it. And like we've heard about the Death Loa before. But like I know Jaina more from World of Warcraft 3. So it's like I kind of wanted to learn more about the characters we have established versus going to characters we've never met before.
Yeah. Got it.
So it's interesting. For Fortnite, we actually didn't really play any World of Warcraft. A lot of it was reading and kind of hanging out in the fort the whole time. I mean, besides YouTubing like lore and stuff and reactions,
which is always fun.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it was fun. I liked that we had that little mini date, and then pretty much having 2 weeks to gear and be excited and build fucking hype for building a fort. It was totally worth it. And the best thing
so
about...
many people liked your pictures, too.
Because it's amazing.
I know.
I don't know if it's like...
I saw it and I instantly got jealous. Yeah. And I started thinking, like...
Didn't I write Don't Be Peanut Butter and Jealous? Or did I put that on something else? I had recently posted something and I thought I had wrote Don't Be Peanut Butter and Jealous.
Don't hate us because we ain't us. Don't say that.
Because no one else builds forts. Is it just me and my husband? I'm sure there's other fort builders. No, and I hope I inspired people to do it.
So I used to.
Yeah.
But then I didn't know if I had like a way to like set something up down here. But you said that you put it on the walls with
command strips.
Yeah.
There's like big command strips.
So now you've made it even better for me because now I think I might actually do it.
See, and here's the thing. So they were big command strips. They're not like hooks. It's like the command strip comes off and it looks like what you'd connect rope to on a boat. Okay. So we wrapped it around it and we did 4 corners and did it that way. We put our fort to encompass our TV. Yeah. So I recommend with the fort, especially if you're enclosing it all the way, I'd recommend putting a fan in there because it was the only way to keep it. It got hot quick.
Really?
Yeah. So we put the fan in there and we ended up getting a lot of airflow through it. But so ours was built around the TV, but the back half was our couch.
What about this? So, like, I'm thinking of my downstairs living room. I have the TV right there. There's a fan right there. If I did the command strips on both sides, but then the blankets I only cover over on the sides.
That's
and
what
then
we
have
did.
The opening
of
the
the
roof.
top open? You could. It depends. Like we covered it with blankets.
And
We
I'm gonna
had.
stick stars up there.
I did. That'd be cool. I did. My sister used to have those in her bedroom.
Me too.
She had glow in the dark stars. She put them on her fan, which was terrifying.
That is because then it would spin.
They never stuck. They never flew off. But she also, when you walked into her room, the fucking beaded door.
I always wanted one.
I know, right? How fun were they?
Damn it.
It was like and it was all plastic stars.
That almost reminds me of my awesome ghetto rig car when I glued fur onto the seats. I was watching Exhibit Pimp My Ride. I had a 19...
And you glued fur to your seats? Oh my god,
worse,
that show was amazingly awful and just awesome at the same
Exhibit
time.
in general is amazingly awesome.
Oh my god.
So I had this 1990 Geoprism hatchback. So it's this little tiny like red car. I'll show you a picture of it.
Oh my gosh.
Like an actual picture of a car, not mine, because I don't have pictures of it that I know of. But so not only did I literally like hot glue gun.
Oh my fucking god.
We went into Walmart, and so my girlfriend and
was it leopard fur?
No.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Actually leopard was my bed. Like my mom got me leopard sheets.
I think we still have our leopard sheets because Mark had leopard everything.
Oh my god.
So we were talking earlier. So Mark would dress like he was in a ska band in California, and he had bleached his hair blonde like Spike. Again, soulmates. And when I met him, he had like leopard everything. I'm like, what the fuck? And he had like the choker, like the shell fucking choker. You know what I'm talking about?
Puka necklace.
The puka necklace. But he had the one that was like, it wasn't like the pukas, but it was like the little circles. Dude, he put one on the other day. He was laughing his ass off. He has one, and it's like this, but it has a shark tooth on it. Classic.
Oh, even better.
He put it on, and he's like, I can't wear my necklaces anymore. I think my neck got fat. I'm like, what are you talking about? He put it on, and it was legit a choker. It was hilarious. He's like, I must have been a really tiny guy.
Pictures it's not real.
He's like, I must have been a really tiny teenager, but he put it on. It was legit a fucking choker.
Oh my god, I love it.
He showed me all these rings that he used to wear, because he used to wear all these kind of rings.
Interesting.
So rings, fucking necklaces.
Did he ever play in a band?
No,
Oh.
that was me.
Yeah, I know you did.
No, he never did. Yeah, bleached blonde hair because he liked one of the girls at the salon. So he would go and get his hair colored like Spike. He had the shitty, weird bowler shirts. You know what I'm talking about? He had that. So ska band, your socks pulled up. So ska band, bleached blonde hair, and he
Dickie shorts.
Probably Dickie shorts, I think. Yeah. Oh my god. And he smoked a lot, and they went to Denny's for coffee all the time. Painted my husband in high school.
Actually, that sounds hot.
Crazy, right? But then you look at him and you wouldn't have guessed.
No.
Right? See? Sorry, your car. Continue.
Oh, I forgot about my car. I was just enthralled with what...
We diverged because we said leopard print. I'm like, oh yeah, because I just haunted my soul for a second.
My friend and I used to go to Walmart, and we would buy those, just a bunch of cloth, and then make those blankets out of them. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you just buy pattern cloth.
The ones that you tie the cord. My mom made that for me for Christmas
right?
1 year.
Yeah.
The felt ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So we went there, and I was like, I want to pimp my ride.
Oh my god.
And so we go there, and we found some fake. It was like legit fake bear's fur. So we get it.
I'm sure that was hot and sticky.
So that's what yes. I literally instantly regret it. Because not only is it super hot, which is fine during the winter, because the bear can
Oh yeah, no, the bear
can cuddle me. During the summer, where we have humidity, I would literally get up out of my car and look like I immediately have pubes all over my ass and my legs.
What color was the fur?
Black. And I was pulling out black bear pubes from my butt. Especially if I was in my swimsuit and driving.
Why are you in a swimsuit and driving? What? Why are you in a swimsuit driving on your bear skin or your bear fur fucking
You
seat?
don't? Do you not? Do you not? Bark, bark. No, I haven't even painted the whole picture yet.
Oh god.
So
I'm
not
sure
only
it's
is it shitty.
You had to fucking Febreze that shit, man.
I didn't think of that.
You had some stank in there.
Especially when you do that whole farting thing, and then all of a sudden you're like,
You trap it.
the bear trapped that to keep me warm.
You bear trapped it. You bear trapped yourself. Oh my god, that sounds awful. Did you do it to all your seats or just your driver's seat?
Driver and passenger.
Oh.
Because I wasn't gonna do the whole back seat.
And if you're driving and you're in wet, like a wet swimsuit, it's gonna just get in there. So it's like musky,
farty,
musky old fart.
Even better, my dad sold it to my cousin.
No.
So she had it after me. But the top. Hold on, the top. So I wanted it where, because Exhibit always had really cool things like coming out, or like in one of them you had like
a fucking disco ball.
Yeah, or like in the back they have like this one girl was busy and she worked a bunch of jobs, so he actually like put like a dressing room in her trunk.
People kept their cars after that for a while.
Why not?
I don't know.
I would. There was a couple of them that had like TVs and like systems in it to like play video games. Like, so you just like roll up, get outside, and you play in your trunk.
I guess that's true.
Like, that sounds rad.
Wicked smart.
Totally awesome,
That's
dude.
like putting a TV in there. Wicked smart.
Wicked smart. That reminds me of fucking Ted. Oh no! Pepperidge Farm.
What was it? Fuck you, Thunder. You can
suck my dick.
You can suck my dick.
Because you're just God's farts.
I was actually watching this thing on... So I went... We're deep diving. Fuck it. I was watching this whole thing of slang, and it started with Afrikaans slang. And it was talking... Like, Charlize Theron was talking about South African slang. It went to Gerard Butler talking about fucking Scottish slang. And I feel like that's my people. And if I was to live somewhere, I feel like I would fit in really well because he talks so just unfiltered like us. And I was like, oh my gosh, like we would fit in and no one would think we're dirty.
Butler.
They had something it was talking about when you're off your not off your rocker. It was something like off your trolley. He's like, you're so fucking off his trolley. But the way he was saying it, I was like, we talk like that all the time, just not with the accent. And I also heard one called, it was a British slang for sex, and I think it was called the tickle, slap and tickle. Fancy a slap and tickle?
Yeah, please tell me you asked Mark that.
I did. It was hilarious.
Fancy a slap and tickle?
Fancy a slap and tickle.
I'm totally going to use that for God.
So we were talking about that, but then I came into one where it was Marky Mark, and it was Boston, and it was Boston slang, and he was talking about that, like, wicked,
no.
yeah,
no,
so like, wicked, smart, rad, whatever. And some of them I didn't really know, other ones I did, but one that resonated was he was talking about pocketbook. And he's like, you go and you sneak out money from your mom's pocketbook. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, because that's what we called it. We didn't call it a purse, it was a pocketbook. But it was just interesting. They had all this different slang.
Oh my god, I love Mark Wahlberg, and I love his accent.
It was getting thicker and thicker throughout the little snippet I was watching.
So then I should have came in and then did my Wisconsin accent.
They had that. They had one about Canada, and they're like calling them like Sixers or Hosers, or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I whole deep dive on that from the Wicked Smart.
I'm definitely going to check that.
Hunting. You need to watch that again.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Isn't that Matt Damon?
And, well, yeah.
Robin Williams?
But it's Boston.
Oh, got it. That's why.
Yeah.
I never watched that movie.
Connections.
Yeah. No worries. I got you.
Page turned.
So, still with the car, because we haven't finished that.
Oh, God. Continue. Sorry.
So, I wanted lights. Up on my roof.
Rope lights.
So I totally got rope light.
Oh god!
And I plugged it into my lighter.
Did you glue it to the top?
So I not only had I had them up there, and then I had another piece of fabric.
Yeah.
It wasn't felt. That had stars on it, and like so it would look cool. And then I thumbtacked it to the roof of my car.
I have to ask a burning question when you're done describing this car.
So I did that, and then I plugged it in, and it was blue, and you could see it through the lights.
Yeah.
Next day, I come in and everything's half off. The lights never stayed up. Anytime you got into my car, or if people got in the back seat, they always have to go like this or do that. Like my fucking roof is on their face.
Like trying to get out.
Black.
Oh my god. I was gonna ask the burning question and ask if you had sex in this car.
Oh god, no. First off, this car is hideously small. And second, I don't think they would want to on the fair part. Then it would be farty, musky, and full of semen. My car sounds horrific.
It sounds like a just...
Amazing.
You should burn it. You should have burned it. Don't give it to anyone else. Just burn it.
I didn't know my dad was selling it.
God,
I don't know why he would have sold it.
I can't believe you did that to your car. So
I wish I had pictures. Why am I so dumb?
I didn't get to do anything like that to my car
because
it was
flip
my
phones with pictures.
The
we had to do the actual
the Polaroids. The fucking disposables.
Just the disposables.
So I didn't do that to my car because it was my dad's car, so I didn't really get to do much. But I was like pumped and excited that I had a CD player in it. I was like, yes.
I bought a CD player to put in there. It was one of those cool ones that you got at Walmart, and then I was like, I'm gonna get a subwoofer.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. So my friend drove a Mercury Cougar. And he paid and got big vinyl stickers on the side. He paid and got the big fucking fat exhaust on the back, so you could hear him driving. You could hear him driving up to the house miles away.
It's one of those that's like...
Oh, it was bad. It was so bad. It was like the Fast and the Furious style.
Oh.
So it was lowered, and then he got the underlights, which were illegal at the time, so he had gotten pulled over for having the lights on. But they also flashed to the beat, whatever's going. He did
fucking awesome.
Yeah, he put the lights.
Does he
inside.
still have this car?
No, fuck no.
Oh,
I mean, maybe I don't know if it's up north, but he had lights on the inside. We had bucket seats in the back, so if you had to sit in the back, you kind of fell into it. Like, you'd push the front seat all the way to the front and kind of like fell into the back to like, get in there.
Yeah.
He had little mini disco balls on each side. But I was telling her that this is why I'm like deaf, because my sister always called shotgun, so I always had to sit in the back, and he had the loudest subwoofers, and he'd play the loudest stuff. I can't hear anything. It was so loud that the bass was pushing my hair, so I couldn't hear anything.
Can you feel it in your heart?
Yes.
Oh, I hate those.
So on top of that, not only was I riding, because I wanted to be cool, because it was my oldest sister and him, and I was like, well, I want to be cool and hang out with the older kids. So I hung out with them. And then when it turned into rock concerts, and I would find myself in front of the fucking speaker. So I'm like, oh, that's why I don't hear very well. It's like, deaf. It's fine. But yeah, so he had a car like that. I didn't. I kind of wish I would have done something fun. I don't know what I would have done. I think the only decoration I ever did was for my ex-boyfriend's car, and I had made him a macaroni necklace out of penne pasta. So it was sharp noodles. So, and I made it for a Valentine's thing. So it was like sharp penne pasta noodles.
Did he ever wear it?
He wore it once when I gave it to him, but then he put it in his car.
That's probably smart.
But I colored it with Sharpies. And he put it in his car, and it was in his car for so long. We had dated for like 4 years, and it was in his car for so long that if you touch it, it would like brittle, like break off. But that was like what we did. And I think he had like the multi-CD player.
Oh yeah, you could switch the CDs. Yep.
But so he had that. So speaking of me going deaf and cars, so my current car, the one you see, the Sonic, I didn't realize I blew one of my speakers out, the front one side, because I'm sitting there and I just blast my music. I'll put my windows down and blast my music, and I've been listening to it going, why? I can't hear, and I'm cranking it all the way up. And I thought, oh my god, I'm going deaf, but I realized I blew my speaker out.
Oh my god, I'm going deaf.
Yeah. Why am I turning this to max and I still can't hear it? Like, one of my speakers was out. Thank God for that.
Oh god. So are you gonna go get it fixed?
I don't know. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
The sun thingy, finally broke. After I got it paid off. So that's broke. My windshield wiper fluid thing is cracked. And my one speaker is broken. And my car's paid off. So I'm like, It's gonna run it into the ground.
Right.
It still runs. I have less than 50,000 miles on it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. I don't drive. I drive for work, and then I got it in 2012. And it's like 40,000 miles.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
Like 5,700 already. And I got mine with 0 miles on it.
Really?
Yeah.
2012, 40,000 miles.
I got mine in 2018, and I already have 5,700 miles on it.
That's crazy.
I did go a couple of times to like Tucson to meet my family.
Man.
So that probably adds.
I like driving. I'm a fan of it. Like, I don't like being somewhere, like when I'm going for work, because you know how my anxiety.
I like scenic driving.
Like
if I can go to Sedona, or if you and I were like going somewhere to like just hang out.
Driving. Yeah. I like driving. I like being a passenger. Like, some of my favorite things, because I grew up in a small town, there wasn't much to do, but one of my favorite things that we did do, like my ex and I, or like friends of mine, we would go out, we'd go driving at like 2, 3 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Just drive around. And not like we weren't assholes and like wrecking mailboxes. That was my sister. Yeah, she did that. We would just kind of drive around, coast, maybe park somewhere, but usually just drive around listening to music with the windows down on a summer night.
I know exactly that feeling.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
So we
windows
had
down, summer night, like cool air, like kind of that East Coast kind of thing.
We had Lake Michigan.
Little dewy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we would go past Lake Michigan and just like drive there. Or at that time I was really upset about an ex-boyfriend. So I would drive.
That's when you drive at night.
Yeah, you drive at night.
Listening to like sad stuff or like I'll Get Over You music.
Do you want to know what my song was?
No.
It's so embarrassing. So it was literally, and like I'd play it on repeat and sing it.
I'm going to try to find mine so you don't feel so...
So it was that, so I would, let me paint the picture.
Okay.
He broke up with me and told me that it was because his parents said that he needed to focus more on school. Found out that he was with a like sophomore or something. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was super upset. So I would drive past the lake and then take this route to go past his house.
And cry your eyes out.
Cry my eyes out as I did it. And then I would...
Oh my god! No, You're like... It's like Psycho, but it's like I imagine this in a rom-com romantic comedy where you're crying, driving past, going, "I miss you," but it's like a fun cry, not like I feel bad for you. Oh my god,
I feel bad for you. So even better, the song you're gonna laugh, and I'll play it for you. It was Britney Spears.
No,
I just drilled it. It's Britney Spears when she played that song every time, or was it Every Time I Look at You, whatever.
I'd have to listen to it, but I feel like I know what you're talking about. I feel like it's like the one like slow song she had.
But I like miss you, baby, and then it's like
yes,
do,
yes, but I miss you, baby.
No.
Yes, I know what you're talking
about.
No,
that one's too fast. It literally is, like, if you watch it, her music video...
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, her music video is of her killing herself.
Oh, weird.
Like, she's, like, this big... This is, like,
I know exactly the song, but I don't know any of the lyrics, but I know, like, that... I'm like,
I think this is before she went crazy. And so the music video is actually, like, her... being like almost herself, and like her and her man are like fighting, and then so he goes and he's like, they just fought. She went to go take a bath, and she like tries to drown herself in the bath or some bullshit.
Oh yeah. And
then they like rush her out, and
that,
then
you just fucking drove past his house at night, like 3 a.m, crying, blasting Britney Spears, "I Miss You, Baby."
Yep. Exactly.
Let me just sit in that moment for a second. What is happening? Mine, so when I had my breakup, mine was, what was it called? Save Tonight by the Eagle Eye Cherry.
I love Save Tonight and FightBreakup.com tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
That one was one, and then if I just felt like driving around...
Beastie Boys.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Beastie Boys actually is like my jam if I'm like getting pumped up to go to work.
Yep.
But like if I'm just driving around at 2 o'clock in the morning, Tool. or a perfect circle.
Really?
Yeah, I dig it.
Weird.
Yeah, perfect circle, Tool.
I used to be really big into like rock and all those types of
Yes. So when I was
stuff.
I was the whole NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and then I hit middle school and it turned into middle school. John started hanging out, so like my brother started hanging out with us, and it was a lot of WWE, which then turned into alternative rock and like that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So it was fucking. And then I had met, like high school, had met my ex-boyfriend, so it was like Static X, it was Godsmack, it was Tool, it was a Perfect Circle. I didn't really listen to a lot of Metallica till I was a little bit older. But like alternative rock, Linkin Park started sneaking in there. When I started playing in the rock band, it was Linkin Park, it was Green Day, it was Nelly.
Fuck yeah, with
P. Diddy,
Nelly,
Shake Your Tail
Country
Feather.
Grammar.
We used to sing like the whole band before I went to play rock band, before I went to go play our rock like little concerts. We would play Shake Your Tail Feather, and all of us would just like dance and do that, and then go play like heavy metal.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah.
No, so when they had disc players,
Oh my god.
I was in middle school. And this kid burnt me 2 CDs, and I was like, "Ooh, illegal!" But I'm gonna play this on my disc player.
Yep.
And so it was Nelly and Limp Bizkit.
Oh, Limp Bizkit!
Yeah.
I listened to
It was
so
the
much
chocolate
Starfish, chocolate covered Starfish.
Yeah, and the hot dog flavor water.
Yep.
But I took the actual CDs to New York and listened to them there for a school.
I think
trip.
I think as far as like the top ones that I listened to a lot was Static X and Tool, and then I also listened to a lot of stuff that my dad would play, because we'd play a lot of stuff together as well.
Like Bob Marley.
Bob Marley was usually in the house, but it was like the Cars and the Eagles, like Cars, Eagles, Billy Joel, stuff like that. But then I'd be listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers,
nice.
Like a lot of that kind of stuff, like Other Side. So if I was driving around just wanting to feel like kind of like, I don't know, kind of weird.
Yep.
If I want to feel kind of weird at 3 a.m, it'd be like Tool, Sober, right?
So,
stuff like that.
When I wasn't driving around crying my eyes out to Britney Spears every time, my friend from high school, we were really close, and we were on the swim team together. We would literally drive around until 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yep.
Because that's when McDonald's finally started their breakfast. So we literally drive around and we'd go to McDonald's and just eat breakfast. And then we would make stupid shit up like, maple syrup is like the ranch dressing of breakfast foods.
It kind of is, though.
It is! And then we would go, so then after school, because she was on the swim team with me, we would have swim practice, go to school, and then go to swim practice again. But before swim practice started, because we'd like end school a little bit early, and then when we'd have to be in the pool on the deck at like 3:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
We would go over to McDonald's and just shovel like fries and ranch dressing in our faces.
Carb up.
Or go to at the time it was Toxic Hell.
What?
It was a Taco Bell and pizza.
Oh, got it. Pizza Hut. No.
Yeah, so it was Toxic Slut, we would call it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because it was Taco Bell and Pizza Hut, and then we would call it Toxic Slut.
Yeah.
Because we're so cool. But you could get the breadsticks there, so you just order number 3.
You're literally carb loading before practice.
No wonder I turned into the tank.
No.
Talk about so many carbs.
We were also talking about how your nickname was the Tank, and I said, don't feel bad, because my nickname was Bruiser. And I was like, oh my god, Tank and Bruiser. We sound amazing.
Yeah. So we're going to make a comic book called Tank and Bruiser.
Yeah, Tank and Bruiser. Hashtag Tank and Bruiser.
It's the story about the goons from the actual hero and how we don't get notified or like noticed as much.
Are we like, wait, so we're like trying to be their nemesis, maybe? Like trying to be the hero's nemesis?
Well, I don't know, so...
Because we could be like they could have like this amazing main hero, and me and you can be these 2 goons that are like, yeah, we're his fucking nemesis, but he doesn't even acknowledge us. We're like, oh, beware, Tank and Bruiser. It's like, you're trying to steal a puppy, like, get out. And like, well, we thought this was menacing. Or do you mean like we're trying to be heroes, but we suck at it?
I think all of the above.
Maybe we try to be heroes and we're trying to help, but we make things worse.
Well, I was thinking, like if you have the hero,
yeah,
and then like the hero has two goons that like help out, or like
like
we're
sidekicks.
We're like the
so that means sidekicks is a better word than a goon.
Oh no, I thought of us being really big. like if you
like
think
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah. No, I was thinking like Shredder and his two dudes, the Rhino and the other
Shredder's
dude.
not a hero. Can we just
he was a hero to me.
So you want to be like Boombox and what's his
Eddie?
name?
Is it not Boombox and Eddie? No.
It's the Rhino and the other guy.
What's his name?
Boombox
and...
Oh fuck! What's his name? We're googling
I thought it was Boombox and...
Is it Boombox though? Boombox and... Oh god, it's not popping up. Boombox and... I'm going to turtles. It's Boombox and something. Oh shit.
Ah, fuck, I can't...
Oh my god, Mark's probably going to be listening to this going, you fucking idiot. What's his name? Is it really Boombox? It's the Warthog and the fucking Rhino.
That's what I'm saying.
Boombox
what the fuck are their names?
And Warthog.
TMNT.
We're so bad. Wart fucking hog.
I got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle boombox.
Oh, shit. It's hurting my brain now that I can't fucking... I'm still Googling it. I'm like, come on, dude. Why? I write Rhino and Warthog and then I have Rhino and Pails and Warthog. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh my god. Ninja Turtles. I'm sorry for anyone who's listening to this and just like so fucking pissed. Bebop and Rocksteady.
I was saying Eddie.
See, not Boombox. Bebop and Rocksteady. So you want us to be Bebop and Rocksteady, but Tank and Bruiser.
Yes, but have like...
Which one do you want to be? We can totally do this for Halloween.
Oh, I want to be him.
So you're going to be the Warthog?
Yeah, I want to be the Warthog.
So I think that's
Bebop.
Bebop. Yeah, I think that's Bebop. So we're going to have to get you purple glasses.
That's okay. I already have the hair. I just need tusk. Can I please have tusks?
Yeah, just get little tusks. And I'll get like a little rhino thing. Oh my god. Fucking Bebop and Rocksteady. Jesus Christ, that took forever. My brain hurts. It hurts.
What's the guy that's in his stomach? The brain.
The Craig? The Krong? Craig? Krong?
Yeah.
The Krong. Krang. The Krang, I think it's called. The Krang. It's the whole alien race.
The one that has the...
Like the big head. With tentacles. I'm dancing with tentacles.
It's the guy that's like big and then the brain is inside his belly.
Crane?
Everybody's probably done listening to this already.
We've gone over.
So, to reiterate everything that we were talking about, if you guys have any great ideas on dates and what would make your panties drop, please put the comments below or message us because those are always welcome. And also, if you build forts or also would like to build forts,
send us your forts.
Yeah,
send us
please.
a picture and see what you guys are doing.
Oh my gosh, I will add it to all social media and call you out and see how awesome your forts are.
Send pictures of your fort. Let us know what you like, what your things are, what you need for a fort. Do you need light to read books? Do you need your video games in there? Do you need just snacks? Do you need puppies, whatever it is? It's just like, let us know, because I always like, we fucking knocked it out of the park this time, but we're, always looking to build bigger and better. And at this part, Mark, I was like, what if we do a whole room like that? So like you open our front door and you enter a fort. He goes, at that point we just might as well decorate the whole room. So you walk in and we don't have walls, it's just blankets everywhere.
I think that's awesome.
It's like walking into a lamp.
Yeah.
That's what
it's like walking into the genie's bottle from I Dream of Jeannie.
Or better known as a lamp.
What did I say?
Genie's bottle? Because I was saying like walking into a lamp. And then you're like, or like the genie bottle. Hashtag same thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe... We definitely need to end.
It's hot in this room.
It is getting really hot. Is it hot or is it just me? So, hashtag phantom ball sack.
Really? That's what you're going with? All right.
Yeah, we're going to end with that. Hashtag phantom ball sack and preparation H.
Hey, you know what? And if she's making random hashtags, I'm going to say hashtag Blanketsburg.
Yeah. So if you do create a fort, please let us know what it actually is named, because maybe your fort is required.
Yep.
But other than that, you guys always remember to geek responsibly.